here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's your favorite action figure reviewer. I'm Ghost of Sparta. And we are here because I have another fantastic review for you guys. This is the Threezero Pink Ranger, and this is licensed by Hasbro. We're going to be taking a look at paint apps, sculpt, articulation, and accessories. And to let you guys know that I'm going to be reviewing each Ranger from this set from Threezero. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on each video and review. Now let's get to those size comparisons. Here we have the size comparison, and Kimberly the Pink Ranger stands at exactly 12 inches at the top of her head, and that is 30.48 centimeters. Now you can see where she stands with all these other figure lines. Now this is a 1/6 scale figure, so obviously you might not be able to put it in a diorama with something like NECA, Marvel Legends, and SH Figures. Alright guys, so we have the Pink Ranger in hand. It's going to be kind of difficult for me to be able to review this figure in camera because of how tall this figure is. And I gotta tell you, these figures are phenomenal. They look really nice. Now, when we get to the articulation portion, you're gonna see what are the limitations. But as for everything else, these figures come with great accuracy. The helmet looks great. It's very glossy. I thought that was kind of odd that the helmet was glossy, but you could see as I turned the figure around, it looks very accurate. You got the pinstriping. It's perfect, just like in the actual show. We also have the clothing that it's on this figure. Now these figures come with actual clothes, kind of like the Vegeta that I did from ImagineWorks. They actually have clothes over a body. Now I don't know if they're using hot toy bodies or that they make their own, because like I said, this is from Threezero. I don't know exactly too much about them. If you guys know something about Threezero, let me know in the comments below. But I believe this is like my first set of figures, and I got these ones because these were more authentic. There was another brand called K Toys that was making some of these, and I didn't get my hands on those. Now you can see how great this figure looks. We have so much detail. Even the morpher is on there. Now I have an issue with the belt because the belt does kind of move around a lot. I'm pretty sure you can tighten it back here. I just don't want to mess with anything. I just want to leave it the way it is. Posability wise for this figure, limited, but all in all, accuracy. The metallic costume looks really nice. We have the logos here at the bottom of the boots, so you can see that Hasbro 2021 Threezero. So this figure is really nice. I mean, standing at 30 centimeters tall, 12 inches being a 1/6 scale, this is a huge figure. Now it does have a bunch of load of accessories that we'll also go over later on in the review. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this figure, and did you ever watch the Power Rangers? I would really like to know. But back to the actual review, you can see that the belt actually has the holster, so that way they can host the blaster, and you can see that the material that they use is all metallic. Now I don't know if anything could come off. I don't want to try because I don't want to rip off anything, but yeah, that's what happens there. Now as for the arm pegs here, they pop out pretty easily. You just got to be very careful because I don't think it came with any new ones. I only opened up the one side that has the Pink Ranger and the Blue Ranger and the Green Ranger. I'm going to be reviewing all 5 Rangers and the Green Ranger as well. I'm also waiting for the Red Ranger with the Green Ranger shield, with the Dragon Shield, so I can review that for you guys also. But with all that being said, this figure looks really nice. There's not much I could say about sculpt. I mean, the Power Ranger logo is really nice. The helmet is really nice. The sculpt work is there that we needed. The arm sleeves here that have the triangles, those are all sculpted in plastic, or they were glued on there. This has like a nice pleathery feel to it for the actual chest piece. I would thought they would use the same material as this. The white right here looks really nice, and also it feels like pleathery like this piece right here. So that way you know what kind of textures you got. But other than that, this figure is phenomenal. Let's go through the articulation. Head moves back, forward, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, bend at the elbow, swivel, hinge, diaphragm joint back, forward, side to side, waist swivel, leg kicks forward, leg kicks back, bend at the knee, swivel, hinge. Kimberly has 4 pairs of hands. Now, a lot of the Rangers have their own set of hands that come with them. There's also probably exclusive hands for specific Rangers due to the fact of what weapons they use. But Kimberly has 4, and I wouldn't doubt it that you would be able to interchange all the hands because they're about all the same size. Now, the detail on the hands are really nice because they have the Ranger detail on there. There's like these ridges that the gloves had that you would notice in the show. You can also see that they have the stitching. They sculpted the stitching in there so that it looks like it's an actual glove. So that's really nice. She comes with some fisted hands. She comes with some bow hands, so that way she can actually hold her power bow, and also so she can hold the actual arrow for it. And then she comes with some other accessory hands, so that way she can hold her blaster as well. And then she has some loose open hands. The last 3 accessories that Kimberly comes with is her power bow and her power arrow, and also the Power Rangers blaster that everybody's known and familiar with. Now if I take a look at the power bow first, you can see it has the nice paint scheme. There's some red in there. It has the pink string, but you'll notice it doesn't say Power Rangers right here. It actually says Zoo Ranger. I would recommend looking up the Zoo Ranger series, watching the 50 episodes, because then you can kind of understand where this show came from, because it wasn't an American made show. There is a lot of detail on it. You can see there's a lot of silver. So there is a lot of detail on it. You can see that there's a lot of silver, pink, and also it does have, if I can get it to focus, it actually has her logo right there. It actually has the actual pterodactyl symbol right here. So that's pretty neat. This is actually stretchy, like a rubber band, so you can be able to pull it back if you need to. We also have the power arrow here. The paint, it looks like it's chipping. I'm not too sure if that's just how it came, like if it's damaged, but that's how mine came. So you can see that there's some like scratch marks on it. This is very like flimsy plastic, but I wouldn't doubt that this would be able to break. And then we also have the power blaster. It transforms into the blade mode. In order to get the blade out, you would actually have to get yourself a pair of tweezers, you know, a good set of tweezers, so that way you don't damage the paint, to be able to grab the blade, because it doesn't swing out very easily. So there it is right there. Every Ranger has one. I don't know if they're, you know, so that way they all can wear it, but you can see the blade here, and you can see that on the actual blaster it says Power Rangers on both sides. And I thought that's kind of funny that they left the Zoo Ranger logo there, and then for this one they left Power Rangers, but this actually is pretty detailed, as it should be. So this folds down, this goes forward, and then you have the blaster mode, which looks really nice. The paint apps are nice. You got the nice crisp sculpted lines, all the sculpt work on this. These teeth here are actually pretty pointy, so I'd be careful with those, but that's really nice that they got that detail. Now to pull this back feels like you have to do it pretty hard. I'd be very careful when doing it, because obviously you don't want to break it if you did pick up this set, so that way you can put it back in the blade mode. So just be careful with that. But that's pretty much the accessories that we got with Kimberly. Here are my final thoughts with this figure. It's really nice. I mean, it has everything you want in a Power Ranger figure. Now, as it being an actual good figure to pose, debatable, due to the fact that the clothing restricts the articulation so much. You're not going to believe how much of the articulation is restricted. I have some photos that you're probably seeing right now, and it's the closest I can get to like any photos I saw from the actual show. Other than the detail, the costume, the accessories, all those things are really great. They make the figure pop. They have all the great detail that they needed, and it's accurate from the show. I mean, compared to like the belt with the actual morpher that's on there, to the power bow, to the actual blaster, all those things are very accurate. So if you enjoy the Power Rangers and you haven't picked up this set yet, or each figure individually, I would recommend doing so very soon before these sell out, because these are going to be pretty expensive later on. So with all that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this review. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, so that way you don't miss out on any other new videos or reviews that I post up. And like always, I'll see you guys on the next review.